Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Going to be giving you my predicted 11 for the Manchester United West Ham game. So I'm going to go with the 4-2-3-1 formation. So the goalkeeper, David De Gea. David De Gea has been in goal for all our games so far this season. De Gea did quite well against Young Boys on Tuesday. He made some good saves. But his distribution weren't too good. This season is De Gea's 11th season at Manchester United. He's been a long servant. He's been with us since the Sir Alex Ferguson era. De Gea has made mistakes in the last couple of years. A few years ago, he was regarded as the best goalkeeper in the world because he's won everything domestically at the football club. He's made over 500 appearances for Man United in all competitions. De Gea has 2 years left on his contract and he receives £375,000 a week. Two centre-halves, Raphael Varane and Harry Maguire. Raphael Varane will come in for Victor Lindelof. Varane didn't start against Young Boys. Lindelof started ahead of him, but Varane did come on against Young Boys. Varane did very well on his home debut against Newcastle last weekend. He was unlucky not to score from that diving header. He was also very effective in the air. And he did well on his debut against Wolves. Very composed and made some good clearances. Varane to Manchester United was official just before kick-off against Leeds, which was the opening day. We got Varane in a deal worth 41 million, with add-ons included. We paid 34 million up front. Varane signed a 4-year contract with Man United with an option of a 5th year. He got given that number 19 shirt. Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. He's highly experienced. He's got a fantastic pedigree as a player. Varane won a lot of trophies when he was at Real Madrid. He was a long-serving player at Real Madrid. He endured 10 years with them. Harry Maguire. He obviously played against Young Boys. Played against Newcastle last weekend. Maguire has had his good games at Man United. He's also had his bad games. Like I've said, we should get the best out of him now with Varane alongside him. Maguire was a big miss for us towards the end of last season because he had ligament damage in his ankle. He's the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment because we got him in a deal worth 80 million. And he's the second most expensive signing at the club. At right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka got sent off in the game against Young Boys for stamping on Martins. And with him getting sent off, that changed the complexion of the game. But I said to you, Solskjaer shouldn't have started Aaron Wan-Bissaka against Young Boys. He needed a rest because Bissaka was very poor against Newcastle last weekend. Bissaka is suspended for our next game in the group stage of the Champions League. There's aspects of his game that I've got to improve. I think Pisaka has got to get forward more. His positioning's got to get better. His crossing has also got to improve. But defensively, he's always been superb, more or less. This season is Anwan Bissaka's third full season at Man United. We got him for 50 million from Crystal Palace back in the summer of 2019. Left back, Luke Shaw. I thought Luke Shaw was quite good against Young Boys, to be honest with you. He got forward well, got into good positions, he provided width. Defensively, he was quite good. He was good against Newcastle last weekend. You know, he got an assist in that game. So Luke Shaw's enjoyed a pretty good start to this season. Luke Shaw was superb last season. In fact, last season he was the best left back in the Premier League. Shaw's been our first choice left back for a while, and he still remains our first choice left back despite the arrival of Alex Telles. He's had a good career at Man United despite the injuries he's sustained. Shaw has been with us now for like 7 years, so he's been a long-serving player. We are in the process of extending his contract. In the centre midfield, I'm going to go with Donny van der Beek and Paul Pogba. Donny van der Beek started against Young Boys on Tuesday. He got taken off though at half time, and I criticised Solskjaer for doing that because Donny van der Beek was our best player in the first half against Young Boys. He kept the ball well, he passed the ball well, he got into very good positions. I like the way he dictated the play. Prior to the Young Boys game, Solskjaer did say that Donny van der Beek has been working hard to get into the team. Prior to the Newcastle game, Solskjaer said he's prepared to play Donny van der Beek in a two-man midfield. I wanted Van der Beek to start against Newcastle, but he didn't. Solskjaer hinted at a new role for Van der Beek this term. Now, the other week, Van der Beek told Ole Gunnar Solskjaer his best position. Van der Beek reckons he would be best served operating as a number 6 or as a number 8. The other week, Van der Beek spoke about his Man United future in an exclusive interview with Rio Ferdinand. And Van der Beek admitted that he's prepared to keep fighting to earn his place in the team and to remain in the plans of Solskjaer. And the other week, Van der Beek's agent did a lot of talking. Solskjaer rejected Van der Beek's exit because it said Everton were close to signing him on loan. This season is Van der Beek's second full season at Man United. You know, last season he made like 36 appearances in all competitions, but most of them appearances came from the bench. I recall Van der Beek starting just 4 games in the league last season. But he's a good player. I haven't really had much of a perception on him though at Man United because he hasn't been given enough game time. We got him in a deal worth 40 million. With add-ons included. He's got a contract with Man United till 2025 and he's versatile. He can play in 3 different roles. Paul Pogba, he played against Young Boys. To be honest with you, against Young Boys, he was anonymous. But Pogba has enjoyed a very good start to the Premier League season. Pogba has 7 assists so far. Pogba produced good performances for Man United in the last couple of months of last season. Now, earlier on this week, Paul Pogba's brother, Matthias, said Paul Pogba is yet to decide on his future, and he said his contract situation is up in the air. David Ornstein from The Athletic said earlier on this week that Paul Pogba is leaning towards signing a new Man United contract after the impact of Cristiano Ronaldo. Before the start of the season, Pogba rejected a new Man United contract. Pogba's current contract expires next summer. It said earlier on this season that Pogba is very likely to leave Man United on a free next summer. Defensa Central said a few weeks ago that Pogba favours a switch to Real Madrid over the PSG deal. Real Madrid have been relentlessly linked with Pogba. A couple of years ago, Pogba spoke about Real Madrid and his relationship with Zinedine Zidane, and he came out and said he's seeking for a new challenge. A report by 2 Sports said the other week that Juventus want to re-sign Pogba next summer. He did enjoy 4 good years with Juventus before he rejoined Man United, and earlier on in the season it said PSG are pushing to sign him next summer. But like I say, I hope Pogba stays and signs this new contract because he's a key player. You know, we overpaid for him. We paid 89 million for him, so he's our most expensive signing at the moment, and this season is his 6th season at the club since he rejoined. So yeah, Van der Beek, Pogba as the centre midfielders. On the right wing, I'm going to go with Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood didn't play any part against Young Boys. He was rested. Greenwood played against Newcastle though last weekend. He obviously played a part in Cristiano Ronaldo's first goal against Newcastle. Greenwood's enjoyed a good start to the season. 3 goals so far, should have had more. He's been an absolute revelation since he broke into our senior squad. Greenwood made his senior debut for Man United back in 2019. He has been a United player since the age of 7. So he's been part of the club for a long time, and last season Greenwood signed a 4-year contract. He deserved a new contract reflecting on his good performances. In the attacking midfield, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes played against Young Boys on Tuesday, got the assist for Ronaldo's goal. It was a sumptuous cross by Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes scored a very good goal against Newcastle last weekend. He was 25 yards out. Fernandes scored his first Man United hat-trick in the 5-1 win against Leeds on the opening day. Like I said, Bruno Fernandes is one of our best players, and he's one of the best signings we have made since Ferguson retired. In most of his games at Man United, he's been very, very consistent, but there's also been quite a few games where he's looked off the pace. You know, Bruno Fernandes has been with us now for almost 2 years. Fernandes wants to stay at Manchester United. He's made that clear. It's very likely that we're going to offer him a new contract. Fabrizio Romano did say that talks have been ongoing since July between Manchester United and the agent of Bruno Fernandes over a new contract. Fernandes is under contract with us till 2025. There's an option of a further 12 months. Last season he won Player of the Year, and he's won Player of the Month quite a few times, reflecting on his good performances. We got him from Sporting Lisbon back in January 2020. On the left wing, I'm going to go with Jaden Sancho. Jaden Sancho played against Young Boys. Thought he was quite poor, to be honest with you. He did quite well last weekend though against Newcastle. I said Sancho will do well at Man United, providing that Solskjaer uses him right. We got Sancho in a deal worth 78 million with add-ons included. He's got a contract with Man United till June 2026. There's an option of a further year. And the centre forward, I'm going to go with Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo scored against Young Boys on Tuesday. He got brought off in that game. I can't understand why Solskjaer took Cristiano Ronaldo off. He also took Bruno Fernandes off. Cristiano Ronaldo has 3 goals in 2 games because he scored twice against Newcastle last week on his second debut. After the Young Boys defeat, Ronaldo issued a demand to Man United after being substituted in the Young Boys defeat. Ronaldo wants Man United to stay confident despite the defeat. Prior to the game against Young Boys, Ronaldo says we can win the Champions League. Solskjaer's come out and said that it's not impossible to leave Ronaldo out of the team. Solskjaer insists he doesn't have to play Ronaldo for every game. We got Ronaldo in a deal worth 19.8 million with add-ons included. Ronaldo signed a 2-year contract with Man United with an option of a 3rd year. He receives £480,000 a week, so he's the highest earner at Man United. Ronaldo's already hinted that he's looking to stay at Man United beyond his current contract. Ronaldo wears the number 7. Ronaldo is already the all-time record scorer in the Champions League, and a few weeks ago he became the all-time international top scorer with 2 late goals against Ireland. So that's how I think Manchester United will line up against West Ham. Obviously we've got some players out. Obviously Alex Telles is out. Marcus Rashford, he's out with a shoulder injury until October. Earlier on in the summer, Rashford decided to have surgery on his shoulder. Dean Henderson is still unavailable. There's no Imad Diallo. And Edison Cavani is absent. We've got to beat West Ham. We've got to see a response from the disappointment against Young Boys. Yeah, we lost against Young Boys 2-1. Ollie was accountable for a lot of things in that game, because Ollie made mistakes and a lot of Manchester United fans criticised him. David Moyes will be reuniting with Manchester United on Sunday. I've got to give David Moyes credit. I think he's done really well in his second spell at West Ham. He's transformed them. Moyes has been in charge of West Ham for almost 2 years in his second spell. Moyes didn't do well in his first spell at West Ham. He got sacked. Before, Moyes has managed Real Sociedad. He got sacked from them. He's managed Sunderland at one point. He got sacked from them because he got Sunderland relegated. He managed Man United for 10 months, got sacked. Moyes is probably one of the worst managers we've ever had. We've finished 7th under the David Moyes era. That's the lowest we've finished in the Premier League era. Moyes managed Everton. He was a long-serving manager at Everton. He endured 11 years with them. He was actually good at Everton, and he's managed Preston before. West Ham have got Antonio suspended because he got a red card in West Ham's 0-0 draw with Southampton last weekend. Reed is out with injury. I do know a lot of West Ham's players. One of their key players is Pablo Fornals. I think he'll be in contention to play in this game. Ben Rama, he's also good. West Ham got him from Brentford. I think he could be involved in this game. They've got Lanzini. He's good. Definitely one of their key players. Jared Bowen, West Ham have also got him. Souček, he's also very, very good. He's made an impact at West Ham. West Ham have got Mark Noble. He's been a long-serving player at West Ham. He's remained loyal to them for so long. Mark Noble is ageing up. They've got Declan Rice. He'll be definitely in contention to play in this game. As you all know, Manchester United have been linked with Declan Rice. It did say a couple of weeks ago that Man United identified Declan Rice as #1 midfield transfer target for next summer. Declan Rice is likely to leave West Ham next summer as he targets a club offering Champions League football. Solskjaer is confident on the Declan Rice transfer. When the summer transfer window was open, it said that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wanted Declan Rice. Declan Rice did mention that he was unhappy with West Ham's 100 million price tag. He's rejected a few contract offers at West Ham. Rice has got 3 years left on his contract at West Ham. West Ham have got Craig Dawson. I think in the summer transfer window they got him permanently. At one point they had him on loan, got him from Watford. They've also got Vladimir Kufal, who's quite good. West Ham did make some signings in this year's summer transfer window. They brought Alex Karelin. They brought Vlasic in. They brought Areola in. And they brought Zuma in. West Ham have also got Aaron Cresswell. He's a very, very good left back. I think he's like the 4th best left back in the Premier League. I think he'll be involved in this game. One of West Ham's centre-halves is Issa Diop. You know, he's good. Ogbonna, I think he's another one of their centre-halves. I think they'll be in contention to play in this game. West Ham have also got Ryan Frederick, Yarmolenko. One of their goalkeepers is Fabianski. I think he's West Ham's first choice goalkeeper. But now it might be Areola. Don't forget, West Ham lost Sebastian Haller. And you know, he was very, very good when West Ham had him. They also lost Felipe Anderson. They loaned Frederick Ibsen out. And they let Robert Snodgrass go. West Ham do play this evening against Dynamo Zagreb in the Europa League. West Ham last season just missed out on a Champions League place. Last season they enjoyed a very good season. I think they finished, was it 5th or 6th? We seldom lose to West Ham, to be honest with you. Got a pretty good record against them, you know, beating them at the London Stadium last season 3-1. Beating them at Old Trafford last season 1-0 in the league, and we're beating them in the Cup last season 1-0. By the way, we do play West Ham in the EFL Cup after we've played them in the league. But yeah, we've enjoyed a good start to the season in the league. You know, we've won 3 games out of 4, registered 10 points from a possible 12, and we're sitting top of the Premier League at the moment. Earlier on today, I gave you the news on Antonio Conte. Jason Conte recently came out and said that Man United must sack Solskjaer and hire Antonio Conte. It said Antonio Conte would accept the Man United job. Conte wants a winning project, so he said no to Arsenal and Tottenham. Conte is available. He left Inter Milan at the end of last season. Conte's got a good pedigree behind him, you know. He won a lot of trophies in his home nation. Don't forget, he managed Chelsea, and in his first season when he was at Chelsea, he won the Premier League. On my next video, I'll be giving you my reaction to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's press conference ahead of this game. He has done it. So yeah. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you for today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.